Wait,
Hey, there we go.
That was so weird. Like it doesn't show you guys online or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh, that is weird.
So
But
do you go
right.
good.
do you go between straight hair and curly hair?
Yes, on the casual. It's in an awkward growing out stage right now, but curls working good today, so it's all
That's good. I don't have curls or can see.
good. All right, should we get started?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. We read the first question. How does beauty affect a woman's life?
Every way, shape, and form.
Pretty much. Beauty's pain. You guys don't know what we go through, I swear.
You guys got to endure, right?
What?
You saying I'm not beautiful?
Ooh, just kidding. No, you guys are beautiful, both of you.
I guess what she's trying to say is that much easier for us to look passable than for women. Much more is demanded and required of women.
Yeah.
So
Just
yeah, the video it talked about how much work people put into making themselves look attractive and that kind of thing, and how sometimes it can be a bad thing them trying to make themselves like they go overboard. They would like stop eating altogether. They'd stuff like that.
yeah.
But you see, for example, like in places, I feel like now living in Hawaii again after 13 years, you go to the cafeteria, for example, and you have all the people from Polynesia. They have very different and just so much more natural kind of interests in life, right? I spent a lot of time in Boston, where I lived, in New York City, where I was always for work. And people put such an effort into how they look and how they smell and how do they present themselves. I just think like people in Polynesia, they're so much happier than like.
So true. I guess
Yeah.
like as a woman, just kidding. Just living in Utah, going from Utah to here. Living in Utah, everybody got so like done up and stuff. So I'd always have like my hair all done and then like makeup like full on ready, always on fleek, like what they say. But like here, like like much more like minimal. Like I just don't care here, and it's like amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody else cares either. So yeah. Look good, you feel good, I guess. Maybe that's the big thing, a big thing too that they talk about. Or,
Mhm.
oh yeah, sorry you.
So yeah, just really quick. The next question, how can, or you can, well, that's part of the first one, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there only one question?
Um,
I think so, right?
Wow. Okay, so we can just keep going to this one, I guess.
yeah. One thing that they talked about in that video too that was like really, it was actually kind of sad, is like the lady who played the bass in that band is like they feel, or even the one who does like the beauty pageants and like swimsuit, they think they have to like show off their body too, like they think to be beautiful, but they don't have to. So that was kind of sad to see, but
Yeah, I watched the whole video, right? It was like an hour long or something, like 50 something minutes.
yeah,
And it shows them like from the beginning when they're young and through the struggles they went through life. So you have like the blonde girl who's very attractive, and she's like, I'm blonde. People never thought I could be like a doctor or something, but I have great SATs. I have like a 4.0 GPA. She actually said she had above 4.0 GPA, which, jokes aside, kind of plays into her blondness. She literally says, I have above 4.0 GPA. I was like, is that possible?
yeah.
It isn't actually if you have like weighted classes. If you have college classes, you can get like a 5.0 GPA weighted.
Dang. I wish.
But it's funny to me how you would go about finding these people. Like if they just posted online saying, who amongst you feels really highly about their attractiveness or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I feel like all of them were pretty confident about the way they were.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's funny.
And that might be something that they gain from putting so much effort into it, I guess, is a confidence in the way they look, but
Oh, true.
probably not worth it, I don't think.
Oh, there's research that does show that people that make an effort, that's better dressed, that behave in a certain way. For example, from simple things like getting tickets, right? Like that you get pulled over, the cop comes to your window, and his reaction is different. To getting better jobs, to getting better pay, to getting better raises. So whether it's right or wrong, it does seem to have perhaps even a subjective connotation to it, or subconscious connotation to it. We just treat people based on, how we perceive them.
True. And then they talked about in the video how that one girl, she gets like doors held for her all the time or whatever. But I also look at it as like a trust thing, because if you go up to a person who's like more attractive, I feel like they're more like trustworthy, even if they're like the biggest fraud. But then if you see someone like less attractive, I don't know. That's just something that I also saw some psychology thing on too. That was like, oh, it's kind of sad.
So, going along with what you were saying, Alexandra, about the like the benefits that they could get from looking better, the way that they look. It talked a lot in the video about how that's like a downside too, because they never end up doing anything on their own. They never learn to live kind of a independent life. Their whole lives they're having other people do things for them just because they can.
I've seen a lot of that too. Yeah, you see, like, for example, if you have like this girl who has always been beautiful, right, and she's aware that she's beautiful, they always just come across as so entitled. Where if you have like this ugly duck when they were young, and then they turn out to be beautiful when they're adults, they have such a different demeanor, like how they treat people, how they come across. They're like so much humbler, I don't know if you guys ever notice anything to that nature, to that extent.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
So I think like beauty could be hindering if you were to take advantage of it too much, but at the same time, you don't have to. I think it's a choice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Sweet.
Is that it?
That should be good, right?
Pretty well.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Sounds good. So is it my turn to
Yeah, if
do the
that's all
paper?
right.
Okay, perfect. That's good.
Okay. I'll do it next time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Yep, thank
Sweet,
you.
thank you.
Everybody's beautiful in this group.
What is it?
Everybody's beautiful in this group.
You don't need to lie.
No, really. All right.
I'm talking about Gabriel. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll send you the link.
Sounds good. All right. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, we'll see
Bye.
you.